and to the Madam Chair, Secretary General. We will be presenting. Just to introduce myself, I'm Hanita I'm the Assistant Director of Finance at the Administration Department, Ministry of Education, and my colleague Saleha is the Senior Education Officer. She's the Head of Recruitment, Department of Schools, at the Ministry of Education. So without further ado, I will pass the microphone to my colleague, who will be presenting a paper on recruitment and management of teachers in Brunei. That is our focus, and we will also discuss the issues and challenges faced in carrying out the. Thank you.
Good morning, Madam Chair. May I share with you the recruitment and management of teachers in Brunei Darussalam and the issues and challenges. My name is Saleha. I'm the head of recruitment from the Department of Schools. The Department of Schools looks after primary, secondary, and pre-university. So we'll be focused on that. Of course, we do have other institutions in polytechnics, vocational schools, and universities. Now, our focus is on the recruitment and management of teachers for government schools. As you know, Brunei is a small country with an area of more or less 6,000 square kilometer, and the total population is around 400,000. There are about 155 government schools, consist of 199 primary schools, 119 primary schools, 30 secondary schools, and pre-universities. Pre-universities are offering level 11 and 12. This is the statistic of the student and teachers populations in Brunei. The total population, the total student populations, both in primary, secondary, and pre-universities, are around 60,000. And the total number of our teachers in government schools are around 7,000. Now, going back, if you see the total number of teachers consists of, we have locals, we have contract teachers, and we have the so-called CFPT teachers. CFPTs are the recruitment agencies which recruits English teachers for Brunei. Now, the recruitment agency for Brunei it is not only for teachers, but for all civil servants. It's done by the Public Service Commission. It is centralized. It's not only for teachers, but for all the ministries. Now, why do we recruit? Why do we recruit teachers? Now, there are various reasons why we recruit teachers. One is to replace when teachers retire. We have in the system the contract teachers. We need to replace them. Also, we need to recruit teachers when there is teachers who have prolonged diseases. We have to replace them, yeah? Then we do have also teachers in the school, and they're promoted to become principals, so we have to replace them. And also, for your information, the large varieties of those in the Ministry of Education are previously teachers. So when we pull them to the ministry, we have to replace them as well. So that is when recruitment takes place. So the main source of our recruitment, the supply of teachers, are among the local graduates, who graduates not only locally, but also from university abroad. Yeah, we have another group, small group of graduates, local graduates, who we born as a teacher. So when they come back, they automatically are recruited in the school. Now, another one is international recruitment, where we recruit teachers from abroad. They come from, unfortunately, none come from Bangkok. We have from Singapore, we have from Philippines, we have from Malaysia. Yeah? But the number is quite small though. Years ago, we do have a large number of that. But now the number is reducing because they are being replaced by our local teachers. Now, the recruitment of our teachers, the process. Now, when there are vacancies for teachers in a government school, we must secure the budget. We must have the budget for recruiting teachers. So once that is secured, we will design the advertisement. Once we design, we submit it to the Department of Administration, my colleague's department, for it to be endorsed. And then it is submitted to the Public Service Commission. For the advertisement, it will be advertised in the website and the local newspaper. And applicants who meet the requirement, they can apply through, it is online. We call it e-Darussalam portal. Now, it will be automatically shortlisted, and the candidates, the shortlisted candidates will undergo a series of screening. So we do the shortlisting, we do the written test. Only the final group will undergo the interview, will be called for the interview. Okay, once the only successful candidate will be called and report to the Department of Schools for their posting. Now, when it comes to international recruitments, it goes the same process. We advertise the post in their international local newspaper, and they submit to, if we have, say, the representative in Brunei in their country, they can send in the application through the HICOM. Now, another one is the appointed vendor. As I mentioned earlier, the CFBT, who recruited English teachers for the primary and secondary schools. Now, why do we recruit internationally? We want to look for high-quality teachers available internationally. We want to share their best practices and hope to benefit our students. And also not only for our students, and also to share it with our local teachers. And at times we do require teachers to teach newly introduced subjects or programs. Now, the contract teachers, as I mentioned earlier, the number is reducing now. Now we have 67, most of them are in secondary schools, no primary schools. Now they're from UK, New Zealand, Australia, India, Malaysia, Philippines, and Singapore. Each of these teachers, if they're successful, they're contracted for 3 years. But let me just remind you that we no longer recruit contract teachers. The last recruitment was back in 2007, because we have quite a number of locals who can replace them. Yeah? Now, another one is the recruitment of CFBT teachers. This consists of English teachers only, native and non-native English teachers. Now, the agency has their own strategies of recruiting and attracting teachers. They are from UK, Australia, New Zealand, Canada, and a few non-native speakers from South Africa. But the number is quite small. Yeah. Now we have these teachers are for primary and secondary. Now, how do we manage our local teachers? Now, once they are recruited to the Department of Schools, we deploy them to the schools depending on the following here. To fill a vacancy due to teachers' retirement, contract teachers end of service, teachers suffering from prolonged illness, teachers who are seconded to the departments within the Ministry of Education, and the appointment of teachers to senior positions in the schools. Besides that, when we introduce new subjects or new programs, we will post them to that particular schools, and if we were to open new schools. Now, as I have explained this earlier, the numbers are getting small. The last batch was back in 2007. Now, this is the recruitment agencies for our English teachers. They have their own strategies. They have their networkings abroad, and it is easy for them to recruit teachers. Yeah. So they have the comprehensive advice and guidance for the employee, process of arrivals and orientation. They have the performance management, their own performance management of their teachers, and then they have the capacity developments, and that is why they have the high rate of retention. Now, issues and challenges. The issues are, I won't say that serious, but we do have, we do have. The supply of potential teachers. We have a number of local graduates, and the Ministry of Education itself have to compete with other ministries and with the small number of vacancies, So, of course, among young, fresh graduates, they wanted to work in ministries which are popular and glamour, right? The least will be becoming a teacher. So what we have and what we do not want to have is teachers being the last resort. So what we do is we have very strict and stringent recruitment so that we make sure that these who are recruited are actually who wanted to become a teacher, not because that is the only job available. We do not want that. So we want someone who can commit themselves to the teaching profession. Now, the teachers' performance. Now, early this year, we introduced a so-called teachers' performing appraisal. Now, the teachers' performing appraisals is to evaluate the competency of our teacher, where we mandate each and every of the teacher will undergo lesson observation. In that way, we will assess them and identify their needs. It's like individual needs of the teacher, where we can improve them. Which area are they lacking? So it is individual. Right. Previously, we just used generic teachers appraisal, so everybody's using it. Not only the teachers, but all government servants. So it's generic. Now we have specifically for teacher where we can improve their performance. Now, the professional misconduct, we do have professional misconduct related to disciplinary, but it is well under control. For example, very sadly to say, teachers being absent without unauthorized absence from schools. We do have drugs. We do have. They leave because it is a must for government servants to inform their immediate boss to let them know that they are leaving the state. When we go abroad, even if it is for personal reason, for vacation, we have to inform that we are leaving the state. It is a big offense if you do not inform your immediate bosses. Now the deployment of teachers. As far as possible, we would like to post the teacher very close to their place, their home. But unfortunately, the requirement of teachers, posting of teachers, we have to scatter them throughout the countries. But we try, if possible, to post them near to their home. Another one is cultural fit. This is more relevant to our international teachers to make them adapt to our culture and adapt to our education system, but we do have an excellent induction program for these international teachers. Not only international teachers, but also teachers who are recruited in the rural area. Yeah, but fortunately, we have a very good induction system for these teachers. Now, how do we overcome these challenges? Now, the Ministry of Education have introduced the teaching professional scheme to improve teachers' professionalism and allow them to receive a high salary while still working in school. Previously, teachers can only get promotions if you are in the Ministry of Education, not in school. You will remain whatever you are in the school. But now, you can stay in the school, get promoted, and get better pay in the school. Now, the scheme itself is also to support teachers to enhance professional development by providing capacity development through programs concentrating on promoting high-quality pedagogy and curriculum delivery. Our teachers' welfare are well taken care of by providing facilities such as interest-free housing and car loan, education allowances for children up to 18 years old, free passages including spouses and for children up to 18 years old, subsidized government rented house, and giving teachers allowances for those teaching in the rural areas and different working days. It might be different, the working days here. We have split weekend where we work from Monday till Thursday. We have a break on a Friday and we work on a Saturday. But for the rural, they work from Monday to Friday. Now, the Public Service Commission also provides manuals and procedures as reference to principals and Ministry of Education in procedure of taking disciplinary actions against teachers who violate the regulation. Now, generally, there are no serious shortages of teachers in Brunei Darussalam, in the sense that there are no classes without teachers. But of course, we do have classes with, to us, 40 is big number already in the class. Yeah. Now, the shortages are seen in primary schools due to the uneven distribution of teachers between primary and secondaries, because in Brunei, we see that graduates or teachers prefer to teach in secondary rather than primary. Now, however, efforts have been made to transfer teachers from secondary to primary by offering them, but we don't force them. If you feel that you can cope with the primary, yes, we will transfer them. Yeah. Now, we continue to provide professional and management support to the teaching force. With that, I thank you.
Thank you very much indeed to our two colleagues from Brunei there. Very interesting indeed and very well laid out there. The recruitment and management of teachers and the perspective and what actually happened there in Brunei. And we saw a lot of focus on the recruitment of English teachers, which is extremely interesting. And kudos to you, because here in Thailand, we really wish that we could use more Thais to teach English, but we still have to look outside, I think, there. And we also discussed the challenges faced, and also you had your measures in tackling those challenges as well. We are looking very good in terms of time. 7 minutes for the Q&A session or the exchange of ideas. Please take this opportunity to ask for further clarification if you will, or perhaps make your suggestions. I'm sure they're very welcome too. So ladies and gentlemen, delegates, participants, your turn to speak. Do we have any queries? Yes, I might give you a bit of time then to perhaps look through the slides and the presentations. We do have a question from the Philippines, and we have a question from the gentleman in the back as well. So